Hi guys and welcome to another episode of Gifted Monkey TV, all things toy and toy related. I'm your host Jordan Preston, and when we come back, we're going to look at an exciting new DC collectible action figure that was born on Monday, died on Tuesday, but was in our studio on a Wednesday.
Respect the monkey!
And as promised, boys and girls, here he is, a big boy right here. The DC Collectibles brand new Solomon Grundy action figure based on the popular Batman Arkham City video game. This is a big guy coming in a big box. DC Collectibles has really been doing some great, fantastic things in the last year and a half or so. And this Solomon Grundy is proof positive they're on the right track with their action figure line. Ever since they changed from DC Direct to DC Collectibles, they've really been a stickler for detail and getting things really right and giving the fans an extra bang for their buck. So let's check the box in this guy, and I'm also going to tell you some history about Solomon Grundy. So as we look at this box, this is really a great presentation by DC Collectibles. They've been doing that style now where they put about a quarter of it covered in their folded flap over type presentation. I can see the flap of like they peeled over the cover, and you can see just the opening. Here we see Solomon Grundy, the monster. This is a big guy. And just a little history of Solomon Grundy. Solomon Grundy is a comic book figure for DC that's been around as a villain for a very long time. He was actually created in 1944, and his first appearance was in the original Green Lantern comic book. Not Batman. A lot of people think he was created in the Batman mythos, but he wasn't. He was actually created for DC for the Green Lantern storyline of the original Green Lantern, the guy with the cape and wood wouldn't affect him. And as the legend goes, a hoodlum thug in 1944 by the name of Cyrus Gold was murdered, and they took his body and they dumped it in a mysterious swamp in a Louisiana swamp marshlands. 50 years later, a zombie-like Cyrus Gold reemerged with some weird swamp water powers. He was bigger, stronger, and he had morphed into a Hulk-like being that was invulnerable to pain and to any type of infliction. He was like a big hulking zombie, and all that he could say from his memory when he would come upon someone was "born on Monday." That's all he could grumble. And some people that got away from him initially put the legend of "Born on Monday" Solomon Grundy, and that name stuck in the papers and the comic books and everywhere else. So people, out of fear, started calling him the Legend of Solomon Grundy, and that's how that grew in the comic book folklore. He took the name Solomon Grundy. Born on Monday, died on Tuesday. And that's it. And he became super prominent in the early 1990s through things like the Batman animated series, and then they did a strong comic book storyline featuring Solomon Grundy also in the 1990s. So those things brought him to prominence. Now he's a major villain and player fighting against Superman, Batman, the Justice League of America, and things like that. So he's really coming to his own now, and he's much bigger than he used to be. He used to be maybe about 6'2" and kind of muscular, but now he's a big, massive Hulk, standing at least 3 feet taller than his 6-foot opponents. He's a big guy, and this represents the Solomon Grundy that we get in the Arkham video game, the Arkham City video game, the popular Batman Arkham City video game. You see the logo there. You see the Arkham Deluxe figure, Solomon Grundy. You see him in the box. You see the DC Collectibles logo there. As we turn around to the side of the box, we get a nice sized figure of Solomon Grundy with that. Look at that face, man. Only a mother could love. And you see his chest comes off, and he has a beating heart inside. Nice detail on the jacket. It says includes removable chest piece and heart. Wow, we got to see that. On the back of the box is features Solomon Grundy's face. Then it shows you the other big DC collectibles that are coming out or that have been out already. The Titan Joker, which was a massive figure. Also a massive figure, the Killer Croc. And also the Mr. Freeze figure that came out. All these came out previously before this release. And here we get a nice full shot of the Arkham City Solomon Grundy figure. Figure stands approximately 13 inches high, and that's true because this figure is actually a little bit taller than 13 inches. And it's sculpted by the wonderful Mr. Joe Mena. And then we got DC again. On the top of the box, if we lean it forward, we have the Batman Arkham City logo, and it says Batman, it says Arkham Deluxe figure. Let's open this box and check out this figure. Looking at this figure's articulation, I gotta tell you, boy, this guy is hefty. He is not rotocast, he is not hollow. He is full through and through plastic. This is a heavy guy, man. This guy has to weigh in at about 3 pounds, maybe 2.5, 3 pounds. He is a heavy guy, man. Very heavy. But his articulation is such. He has rotating head all the way around, because we know we want our figures to look like that. And his head goes all the way around. His head upwards goes up very little, like about that much. This is his regular view. This is his up view. His down view also very little, like that. When you got a zombie, how much more are you going to move his head? It's too big to move around. He has side shoulders, like that. Go up about that high laterally. He has some type of, right there, mid bicep turn. That's about it. You can turn out like that, turn in like that. He has elbow articulation. He got a strong ratchet on that elbow. Goes down, falls straight down, doesn't go back any more than straight down. Comes up, and goes up to about that high. He has wrist articulation and no ab crunch and no ab turn. Can't swivel on the abs and no ab crunch. His legs go up about this high, but then they start to turn out once they go any higher. His knees can bend about this much. Get a nice little bend in the knees. And his feet have no articulation, no swivel, no up and down, no pivot, nothing. His feet are solid. So you get both turns in the legs like that. And there's nice little coverings. It's a nice color, same shade gray, so it doesn't look out of place when you bend his knee too much. Knees nice locking. He stands on his own without a stand. He doesn't come with any accessories or any stand. He just comes pretty much just like you see him. Now let's talk about some of the cool features on this figure and the details of this figure. You get a great sculpting of a zombie. This is actually a very scary zombie looking face. It's not a friendly, kind of goofy, scary face, which sometimes in the comic books in the past and in like some of the animated series, they make him look like a big hulking oaf looking guy that you can kind of figure is dead, but he looks more oafy and goofy than scary. This guy is menacing and scary as well as big, but his face is truly that of like a Walking Dead zombie. The eyes have a blank stare, glazed over brown in him. His teeth are rotted. His hair has white. You see some skin elements on his forehead. That is, his face is starting to decay. That's wonderful how they did that. This is a scary looking guy based on that Arkham City video game, which he was scary in that as well. Nice texture on his suit. You see ripped, this is kind of a hard rubber, but you can move it, it's malleable. A hard rubber taken of his suit, very ripped off at the sleeves, tied around by the damagedness of his pants, and also tied with a rope coming from his old suit, which he grew out of because he was a normal sized guy and he grew to this big Hulk, but kept the same clothes on. Look at this, rips in his pants. You see a lot of the blue veins going through, blended in nicely to some almost human colored skin, rotting flesh. The toenails on this guy are very, very dark and bleak, as you can see, as are the fingernails. They did such great paint apps on this Solomon Grundy figure. It's not just a straight gray or straight, blase paint job. They did blendings on this and dry brushing techniques on this. Look at his fingernails there, and also you see different colors of decay in his fingers: light grays, dark grays, burgundies, all type of. He has a chain on his hand, which kind of moves around a little bit, but it's hard plastic. Looks like it's metal, but it's hard plastic. A nice chain. You see the cuts around his bicep where he was stitched together a la Frankenstein. Very nice on that. Very nice on that. Again, you see the chains here, the veins running through his body. Just the lightning blue veins that give him life. that weird lightning blue that gives him life to be the undead. On the back, you see nice detailing on his jacket. His jacket is also textured. It's got a nice little ridgy type feel to it, like it's a textured skin. Also, it's ripped and grooved in certain places. I love it. You see the little belt on the back of the jacket. Dating also that this jacket is old. This is like an out-of-style type of coat, waistcoat they used to wear back in the 1940s and such. So he's been dead many years. Got killed. We take him and turn him around again. Now for that special feature that they have on Solomon Grundy. You can remove his chest easy like that. And let me put his heart back in so you can see it. And there we have his still beating heart, which comes out and he can hold in his hand like that for even more frightening effect. He can hold his heart in his hand. Isn't that nice for Valentine's Day? Just what every girl wants, a guy to give her his heart. Ha ha! Not literally, you dummy. So there we go. So they got that, and look, you can see where his rib cage has been disconnected. You see all the red details of a chest cavity, and on the inside, they didn't even have to do this, but just to go that extra mile, they put the missing part of his rib cage, the front part, right attached to the skin. This is a rubbery skin. It's really kind of grossly eerie, but it's nice how that fits in like that. And you can leave it like that and display it like that, or you can display it with the heart in like that if you want, or you can just throw it right back on here. It easily goes right back into place, secured by a suction type flavor that it has, plus the jacket holds it closely intact too as well. Now this guy is good. Another little added plus is this. Those of you guys who have that big, huge, honking dark side from the new 52 that DC Collectibles released last year, this is not a repeat. It's almost the same thickness and girth and muscularity as the dark side, yes. But if you stand dark side next to him, my dark side is in a diorama, so I can't pull him off to put him next to him. But the dark side is totally a different sculpt. There's a totally different bicep sculpt, totally different hand gesture and hand sculpt, totally different foot and leg sculpt, and chest cavity sculpt. So even though they're approximately the same girth and same height, you would be fooled to think that it's the same sculpt. This is totally a new sculpt made just for Solomon Grundy at this point. Very, 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 very nice on that. DC did a great job. Let's take another look around at Solomon Grundy. Huge guy. And just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to put a size comparison up here. This is a DC Direct Batman 6-inch action figure, 6.5-inch action figure. Right here, standing next to Grundy. There you go. That's how massive this guy is. 6.5 inch, a little over 13 inches of massive plastic. Well, there you go. This is Cyrus Gold, aka Solomon Grundy. Now, this is a great action figure. DC Collectibles is doing such a fantastic job. I'm so over the moon by the job they've been doing the last year and a half on their new 52 figures and their new Arkham series figures, whether it be Arkham City or Arkham. They're just doing great stuff. Arkham Origins is even looking fantastic. They take it to the next level of sculpting and presentability for DC Collectibles. This figure is going to run you maybe about $90, maybe a little more if you get them in a store. You can't get them at Toys R Us, Walmart, or Target, anything like that. You have to get them online, or you get them from a mom and pop comic book store. They usually stock them well, Big Bad Toy Store, things like that, and they'll have them. Should you get this guy? I got to tell you something, just on a few clues. This guy is so big and so awesome. Now, the plus side of that is he matches well with your 10-inch figure Play Art Kai figures. If you want to make a diorama, you can put them with the Play Art Kai figures. You can put them with the new 52 Kotobukiya statues. You can put them in with the new 52 statues that you have, new 52 action figures, not just the Arkham Asylum or the Arkham City figures. This guy is so well done, so seriously detailed, that he'll fit well with a high detailed Kotobukiya high detail play arts Kai. He'll fit right into a diorama with those guys. And because he's so massive, he'll still look like a big guy to those guys no matter where you put him. So yes, no matter if you're an Arkham Asylum or Arkham City fan, if you just like DC villains and DC heroes, this guy will fit into any one of your dioramas for your DC superhero versus villains dioramas. He's an excellent catch. Definitely invest in him. He's another one that's those conversation pieces that'll make your collection pop. Because this guy is big, hulking, and menacing. I love him. So there you go, guys. Write into me and tell me what you think. Put a comment down below. Let me know, because I always get back to you. Like us, please, if you like us, because we love hearing those likes and seeing those thumbs up. Also, check us out on Facebook and on Pinterest. We got some nice pictures and things going up on Pinterest that you don't even see on our video shows. So check us out on Pinterest and Facebook. Also, this is the DC Collectibles 13-inch Batman Arkham City Solomon Grundy highly detailed action figure. This thing ain't for kids. This is for adult collectors, and it is awesome. Definitely 2 thumbs up on this figure. Get it. And remember, playing and collecting toys, even an Arkham City Solomon Grundy DC Collectibles action figure, can be as fun as a barrel of monkeys. But respect the monkey. Play nice. Take care, guys. See you later.